Okay, next question comes from Slashmaster28. He asks, do you watch anime? Of course I love anime. I mean, I love Japanese animation. Look at Hayao Miyazaki. His stuff is great. But when you ask anime, you probably mean TV shows. Yeah, I watch a few anime TV shows. I used to watch Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon. The first season only, the rest suck. Digimon. I love Digimon. One day I'm going to review Digimon the movie, so sit back, relax, and I'll get to it. And I will review some stuff by Hayao Miyazaki. The film I am currently going to review, The Last Unicorn, was animated in Japan. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of anime. I'm going to review some anime films. Just sit back and relax. Don't push me. I'll get to it when I can. That's all I want to say. Thank you, Slashmaster, for the question, and I had fun answering it. Okay, next question comes from Dylan9094. He asks, what genres do you feel work better in animated than they do in live action? And what are some of your favorite films of said genres? Oh, that's a tough one. I say that romance films are better in animation because, well, I'm more comfortable with watching animated people fall in love than live action people. I mean, with live action, I grew up with animated people falling in love with, like Cinderella, Snow White, Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid, Aladdin, that kind of stuff. And it's nostalgia talking. I love animation, romance. Science fiction is another one. I mean, like the films Titan AE, Treasure Planet. I know a lot of science fiction films. Don't get me wrong, I love the science fiction films in live action, but I also love science fiction and fantasy films and animation because sometimes in animation you can do stuff more in animation than you can in live action. And you're more comfortable. You can relate more to an anime character than you can with a live action character. That's all I want to say. Thank you, Dylan, for the question. And I'm glad I answered it, and I hope it helps you. Okay. Next question comes from Bassoon and Sax. What is your opinion on Don Bluth? Do you like his movies? Why or why not? Well, I love Don Bluth. Don Bluth is a great pioneer in animation. I'm just sad he doesn't do it anymore. I mean, I love his films, like Secret Nim, The Land Before Time, All Dogs Go to Heaven. His films in the 90s were okay, but they weren't as great as the ones in the 80s. Of course, he used to work on Disney films like Robin Hood, Pete's Dragon, The Rescuers, some parts in Sleeping Beauty. Don Bluth is a master. And the only good films of the 90s that he ever made were Anastasia and Titan AE, although I think that was in 2000. But those are good movies. Don Bluth is a great guy. Don't forget the video games he worked on, Dragon's Lair and Dragon's Lair 2. Those are great. And I hear there are rumors of him trying to develop a Dragon's Lair movie. If that's true, go with it. Go for it. I really want to see a Dragon's Lair movie in 2D, not 3D. I'll really miss your animation, Don Bluth, so please get back in the director's chair and please get back to animating as soon as possible. So, thank you, Bassoon and Sax. Okay, next question comes from Marvin8723. What was the first anime movie you saw? The very first. Oh, that's an easy one. 101 Dalmatians from Walt Disney. My mom says it was the very first anime film I ever saw in theaters when it was re-released in the 90s. I mean, I love the film. It's the reason I got my first dog, Tracy. She was a pointer, and she looked very much like a Dalmatian because she was white and she had brown spots all over her. I kept naming her like Pongo or Perdita. Pongo, even though she was a girl. Anyway, 101 Dalmatians is the first animated film I ever saw, and it's the first Disney film I ever saw. So, Marvin, thank you for asking, and I hope you agree that 101 Dalmatians is a good film. Okay, and my last question. The last question comes from the Spice Me Lunge. Well, that's a weird name. If there were to be a Fantasia 3000, what classical pieces would you want to see in a segment? Well, I like to see the Hungarian Rhapsody for once, you know, do 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 do, you know, that stuff. I'd also like to see the Ride of the Valkyries, you know, bum 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 bum. That'd be cool. Also, I forget the name. It goes bum 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 bum. Also, like to see the William Tell overture, you know, those would look really cool animated. Also, I'd like to see some stuff by Akira Ifukube. I know it might not ever happen. I know it's never going to happen, but it'll be really cool. For those who don't know, Akira Ifukube is the composer for a lot of the original Godzilla films. In fact, a lot of the monster movies and sci-fi movies of Toho Studios. And if they make a 3000 of Fantasia, I really don't think they are, but if they do, I'd really like to see those pieces in the movie. So, that is all the questions. Thank you for tuning in to my 200 subscribers Q&A video. More reviews are coming. My last Unicorn movie review is going to be in a few weeks because my friend Dazilla has his exams. So, take your time with the animating. And for all you people, there are going to be more reviews on the way, so sit back, relax. I'm glad you asked me all these questions. Thank you for everyone who subscribed to me. Thank you for everyone who helped me out. Thank you, Threads212, for making my opening credits video. Thank you, everyone, for 200 subscribers. I am so happy. Thank you very much. Well, as I say in my reviews, see you at the movies. Anime movies, that is.